All right. Before we kick you guys out of here, Jimmy, I hadn't talked to you that much. You got any? No,
Jimmy's the quiet, shy one.
That's right.
Behind the scenes, genius.
Exactly.
Do you have a favorite Rich story that you can tell?
Oh gosh. Well, one of my favorite. I have many stories, but one of my favorite that comes to mind is doing a tour. We're all on it. Rick is mentioning being in the dressing room jumping rope for an hour before a show, and I always thought that was so foolhardy.
Before a show, you would jump rope before a show?
Well, sometime during town check, yeah.
I had a weighted rope. I thought I was, somebody.
But I'll never forget. You do these tours, and you're all over the country, and people are so gracious and so hospitable. And I remember doing this gig in Pennsylvania, and I remember sitting down. Ashley was with us, and
Ashley Cleveland, name dropper.
Yeah, and I remember that because she was sitting with me when this particular incident took place. Rich was always giving me a hard time about food because I was kind of particular about what I ate. I eat healthy. I like eating mostly live food, i.e. lettuce. I ate like a rabbit.
Right.
And Rich was kind of the opposite. He would eat anything. And he was always harassing me about my peculiarity in that area. And I remember sitting down, and the group there had prepared for us this just beautiful supper before the show. And I remember going through the line with the other 20 people, and I dipped my spoon into the thing to get some soup. And I get the soup and all the other stuff, and I go sit down, and I put my spoon in the soup and took a bite of it, and I'm thinking, oh my God, they have murdered the neighborhood dogs and prepared. Somebody either killed the rats in the church and added them to the soup, or somebody mistakenly dumped half a pound of sulfur. Something was in the soup. And I took a bite of the soup, and the first thing I did, Ashley's sitting across from me, and I'm like, have you tried the soup? And she said, she took a bite, and she was like, oh my God. She lost it. We all lost it. So then here comes down the line, here comes Rich sitting next to us. And they made really wonderful bread. They made a lot of really good stuff. Sure. Something happened with the soup. And so we're sitting there, and we're all just trying to keep cool because it's kind of Mennonite ladies, and we're just trying to be really nice and on our best behavior. And Rich sits down, big bowl of soup, big thing of bread, and he just digs in. And not a beat. He ate possibly the most foul thing I've ever tasted in my life, and probably
he got seconds. I remember that. It was inedible.
It was inedible.
It's not you being fussy. It was really horrible.
Yeah, it was disgusting. And so that's
never complained. Went for seconds.
I don't think he had color blindness exactly, but he couldn't discern certain things, and I think that his taste buds were shot.
just whacked. So you don't think he was being nice to these ladies? You think he just couldn't tell that he was?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. I mean, that's a really good question.
I thought I remembered some story where he chastised all of us. I can't remember. It was sort of like, you're going to eat this and you're going to act like you like it.
Yeah.
I don't doubt
people
that.
made this for us and you're going to eat it.
Wow.
I do remember also
Yes, Dad.
going to a Cracker Barrel with him for the first time, and I got the couple of bacon, eggs, and hash, just a normal
Great breakfast. Yeah.
He gets like the Farmer John. It's like 6 eggs, 5 pounds of potatoes,
Family of 5
a pound
kind of
of bacon. I mean, literally, I have never seen an eating machine.
And he was a double-fisted eater.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just
It
he
was
was
just
attacking the
hammering
food
it.
like he was raised in an orphanage.
He was a big eater. Big eater.
It's just like, arr, 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 arr.
Maybe that's where the songs came from. I don't know. Fun times.
That is great.
That's not my favorite story, but that's a good one.
That's a good one. That's still a good one. And a good place to leave this morning, too.